Hi students, we are gathered here for some informations like in English grammar. We have come across lesson 2, phrase and clause. Chapter is there, which was going on earlier. This phrase already we have learned that a phrase is a group of words that make sense, but only partly. It is a part of a sentence, but it does not have a finite verb. And like in the West or in the city, like went up the hill at the 11th hour, like you find some group of words without any subject or finite word, but it forms a part of a sentence, so it is called a phrase. Here you have been given some letters in colored part. The sun sets in the west, and these are all are phrases. So you have to remember that finite verb means a verb which has a tense. About finite verb, it is saying. Non-finite verbs, it has been, this box has been given a view to all of you of non-finite verbs in a short time. Infinite, gerund and participle. You already learned it in your previous class. So most of the things are just repetition for you all, my good guys. But you need to understand now thoroughly. If someone asks you what is a noun phrase, you should tell them that group of words that does the function of a noun in a sentence is called a noun phrase. And since noun comes as a subject or an object in a sentence, so noun phrase will come at the subject or object's place. Like that we have to understand. Similarly, adjective phrase will carry a noun to modify in a sentence. Like, my father is a man with great knowledge. Here you find the adjective word great. This very beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective word, so it is forming adjective phrase. So altogether you have found there are 5 kinds of a phrase there in your book right now. And this verb phrase and prepositional phrase, after that you are coming here up to clause. So from this definition of clause, you have known that a group of words which contains its own subject and predicate and forms a part of a sentence is called a clause. Similarly, a clause has 3 types. Already you have learned that a clause will always have 3 kinds. Like main clause, a clause which can stand by itself, in which either a speaker speaks or says or does something, is called a main or principal or independent clause, like that it is. Similarly, this example is there. My teacher said that the earth rotates around sun. So this teacher is saying something. So it is a main clause. It is a main clause, and this one is subordinate clause. You need to copy it all well in order for a better understanding. I will show you some other examples also for you all to understand the clause part well, and I will put up a short lecture of sentence also in order for a better understanding among you all regarding clause. So now you have found a coordinate clause. A clause which is connected by coordinating conjunction is called a coordinate clause. It is not given here. This types of clause we have been given only you 2 kinds to understand, main clause and subordinate clause. But from my side I am giving you this coordinate clause also for you all to understand. A clause which is connected by coordinating conjunction is called a coordinate clause. In this, sometimes there are 2 independent clauses or interdependent clauses. Like 2 situations will be there in a coordinate clause. Like when 2 sentences will be independent, connected with the coordinating conjunction, or else 2 of the clause will be interdependent, showing interrelation between each other. Like that, both clause will be called coordinate clause. So after that, you have come across towards this subordinate clause. So you should be in a condition to define each clause very intelligently with all examples and all. Later you will be put this sentence part also. Here subordinate clause definition tells It is a clause which is joined by subordinating conjunction. It will be joined by subordinating conjunction. You have learnt in conjunction class earlier in the back here. So it will be that subordinating conjunction will be attached with the main clause with some subordinating conjunction. Here my father decided that I would be sent to boarding school. Here that is a subordinating conjunction, and it is just you can say this putting this subordinate clause attached with this main clause, like that. It is the work is doing. It is showing some interdependence. Like that, subordinate clause will always depend on main clause for its full meaning. It has got kinds also: noun clause, adjective clause, defining restrictive adjective clause, non-defining continuative adjective clause, and second one, adverb clause. 9 types are there. It is already shown to you types of subordinate clauses, that noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clauses. Adjective clauses has not given any kinds. Okay, but I have given you 2 kinds: defining and non-defining, restrictive and continuative adjective clause. These all are further divided into 2 categories. These adjective clause, and here you find adverb clause. It is further subdivided into 9 of its kinds, and adverb has got 9 kinds, 9 of its kinds. So all kinds are forming respective clauses that you will learn in next lesson. Up to now you have understood this. Now you should understand a few things about what your book is saying about adjective clause or noun clause and adverb clause. Then I will make you understand about noun clauses in my previous lesson. Here you need to copy it well for today. And I am just putting a sentence with some explanation, illustration for you all to understand what is what, and thereafter you will learn how clauses are attached. So I am just removing or rubbing it off and putting you in this next class. I believe will be much better for you all, for better understanding. Okay, copy it well and meet us. Then we hope we will be meeting tomorrow.